who I be and check out how I tend to mine. I got a partner who don't eat no pork at dinner time, but let you act like you gon' ever hurt or injure mine. He have your woman, and that's by dinner time. I keep my eyes on glory till the devil get behind. Now bear in mind the devil made me offers I decline. We not aligned, not combined, I am not confined to any wicked system that these demons have designed. They frame a mind and have you salty as a bacon rind. I'm trying to mastermind how to help out.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Cincinnati Bengals. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Bengals.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. So, Charles, a tough task for this defense, facing the league's leading passer to this point in the season. Certainly a front-runner and MVP consideration right now. What can they do to slow him down?
Well, there's so many different ways that they can go, and I'll guarantee you that defensive staff went through all of them this week in preparation. But bottom line, they want to avoid giving up the big play. They're going to play what they call top-down defense and make sure no one gets behind them.
Mixon with a first down carry. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Play action. Now Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jalen Smith in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Throwing is Wilson. Dancing to his left. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On play action, Fields. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Here's Fields. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. They go with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going. And you figure this should be a healthy, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On first down, Wilson sliding out of the pocket. They'll get this to the rookie from Florida. That's Kadarius Toney. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's the #2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be #2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be #1.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw caught by Toney. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
13 yards. First down, Bengals.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. No. Check that. We're on Mike 52 right here. You gonna get this? Good job right there. Ace. You think you gonna get this? Watch the safety creep.
Here's Wilson. This goes out wide from Nixon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Throwing again here, Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. 30. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Wilson. That went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these 2 teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Waller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good for a Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. From just shy of midfield, Fields looking deep for Adams. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there for the Raiders. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now a toss to the left for Jacobs. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Fields now to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Check. Lucky. Get a roll. West.
Now Fields. And that will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Carlson able to put this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The Bengals drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Divine Diablo. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From the 50, here's Fields. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Switch gears. Hey, alert. He's coming, double up. Tempo, split.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the rookie from TCU, Trayvon Merritt. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Fields. They'll roll him out right. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Now, that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
So they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They snap it to Fields. He hits Adams complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a third and goal. And Jacobs, I don't think is going to get there, no. It appears they're going to mark him short of the first. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. He's at the 50. The 30. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now it's Wilson. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Some guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just drives teams crazy because they realize that certain guys, as you said, have that knack, and they're trying to keep them away from the action, away from the ball. But the best ones have that overwhelming desire, that overwhelming need to get to the football and make it happen, and that he does.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, But I think they told him, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd down at the 49-yard line.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Foster. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Wilson back into his end zone. On the move to his left. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done.
Check 3. 36 power. 14, fight it. Turn up.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. He'll buy some time right. He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Again, Wilson. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Here's Cohen now to return. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. He brings the kickoff back 85 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. The Bengals drive about to get going. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 36 yards.
Check. Hey, alert. Took right. Hey, alert, go.
Now Wilson on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's so close, he gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mixon is in. Touchdown, Bengals. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And Waller taking it in over the middle. 7 yards the pickup there. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
And there's a typical run by Josh Jacobs, one where as a defender, you have to make a decision about how you approach him because he's awfully physical with the ball in his hands. 12 touchdowns on the ground last year after 7 as a rookie, and he was a 1,000-yard rusher in each of his first 2 seasons. Wouldn't surprise me with enough touches, he could easily crack the 1,500-yard mark.
And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Out of the gun, Fields. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now it's Fields. That's complete to his tight end, Waller.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because You just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. 22, jet,
Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Check 24, watch 24.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Buying time to his left. And Fields going to have the 1st down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the 1st with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a 1st down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Justin Fields scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
No, check that. We want Mike 50. Touch 50. And let's pin the mirrors back and go.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Going up top. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the rookie from TCU, Trayvon Merritt. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. We look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check the hot read.
On 1st down, Fields. And that'll be checked down to Drake. Now the Bengals going to use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So no gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And the penalty makes this a much more manageable 3rd down, 3rd and 2.
Mike.
To throw is Fields. And this goes out wide for Drake.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating defensively, you're and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Kenyon Drake, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Bengals drive about to get going. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side complete to Chase. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
It's a gain of 35 yards. And the Bengals first down.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Good job right there, good job right there. Hey, 0-0-0. Here we go, D. High five.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase
with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31.
And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
Here's Cohen now to return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all the way up just shy of midfield before going out of bounds at the 49. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They try again with Cohen. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Off play action, Fields. And he fends him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here's A.J. Cole now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wilson. Rolling to his right. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Now Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Go down, go down. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Hold up. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Wilson to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jonathan Abram picks it.
Give me some.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Check.
Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6.
That's complete to Chase.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place.
14.
Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Las Vegas, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Dallas on Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they suffered just their 2nd loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh